Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
It's for the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. God.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That MetLife Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That turnpike, you can see that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, North don't get broken. Legalized mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in, the show called TheMan-Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85 in screen. The game's on, you rushing, please. Stay calm, you on the road to chill, do the watch along. The show's on, the host, you know it's S-God. It's no telling the panel filled with guest stars. You're now rocking with the voice, you know what it is. It's your boy J Boogie. You're now rocking with my man S-God. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is Alter Production. What that mean? We about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in. My man S-God G-O-D. Support the show. Subscribe, share it. Most importantly, hit that like button.
Salute to the royal blue and white skies. You already know what time it is, man. It is NCAA basketball, and it's Duke versus North Carolina, man. It doesn't get any bigger than this, man. Duke versus North Carolina, probably the best rivalry in all of college basketball, man. 8 miles or 11 miles, however you want to say, separates these two teams, man, down Tobacco Road. It'll be the Duke Blue Devils coming in, the number 2 ranked team in the country, coming in at 27-3 on the season, 18-1 in the conference against the North Carolina Tar Heels at 20-11 on the season. And the Tar Heels, like I said, man, hey, don't matter what it is, man. These guys have always had a great rivalry, man, from back in the day even to now, man. Hey, it doesn't get any better than this. I don't care if they're not ranked, they ranked or whatever. It's always a rivalry, so it's a great game. Can't wait for this one, man. Duke won the earlier meeting, 87-70 in Cameron Indoor Stadium. This time, man, is down Tobacco Road in the Dean Dome, man. So, hey, man, sit back and let's watch this game tonight, man. This live stream, Duke versus North Carolina on the Man Cave podcast, courtesy of the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. I was just looking up to see these guys. I know it's senior night, senior day at North Carolina, man. So some of these seniors might start in the game, you know, probably the first couple of minutes and stuff like that to, you know, be honored and stuff like that, which is great for these guys, man. But it's gonna be a battle tonight, man. North Carolina has won 6 in a row, and Duke is coming in on a 7-game win streak, and Duke has won 23 of their last 24 games. So, you know, this one is gonna be a battle. Even though Duke won the first game by a blowout, this one most likely is going to be close, and Carolina's going to be scrapping and doing everything they can, man, to stay in this game and to win this game. And I won't be surprised if they win the game, man. It's senior night, man, so they're going to be coming with play with a little bit more fire and stuff like that, man. But I can't wait to get started. About to tip off in a few minutes. Like I said, man, thank you guys for tapping into this live stream, Duke versus North Carolina, to the Man Cave podcast. If this is your first time to my channel, man, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also share it on all social media platforms, as well as go subscribe to the Aboriginal Sports Network, our one centralized location, man, for all of our content, man. And make sure you go subscribe to all the great content creators, myself, the Man Cave podcast, as well as Big Pat Sports Talk, Unpopular Opinion Sports or NYG, Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports, TP Way, Leaf Diggy, Mets 2128, and Delay of Game, as well as R0B. And go ahead and subscribe, man. Like I said, I'm about to tip off in a few minutes. Duke versus North Carolina, man. Round 2. Like I said, the battle for Tobacco Road. Let's go, Duke. Like I said, doesn't matter. Throw out the records, man, when these two teams meet, man. So we were going to be in for a treat, man. Can't wait for this game to get started. About to tip off. Like I said, man, Carolina's going to be all in on this game, man. They're going to be all in. And I want to thank everybody for tapping in. Shout out to the chat. Jacob, what's good, fam? What's good? You already know, man. It's college basketball, NCAA basketball, man. March Madness is about to start, you know, probably in about a week and a half or something like that. You know, the ACC tournament will be starting this week coming up and stuff like that. This is the last game in the conference, right, on tonight. Duke versus North Carolina, and what a way to end the regular season in the ACC, man. Duke versus North Carolina doesn't get any bigger than this. Let's go, Duke, man. If there's Carolina fans in the chat, man, make sure you you know, talk your talk in there, man. You know what I'm saying? Represent for the Tar Heels, and also Duke fans represent as well. My Huskies have been rumored to go in y'all region. Oh yeah. What region is that? Is that the East region? Because I know you know to go to East, the South, the West, and also it might be the East region or the South region or something like that. All right, we're about to tip off. It'll be Cayman Malawatch going up against I think it's Lubin East. Yeah, the East region. Yeah, we really do good in the East when we be in the East region and stuff like that. So it's all good. Hopefully we play in the New Jersey because we really do good in New Jersey. All right, the tip is up and Duke controls. Con Knipple with the ball across the timeline. Guarded by Drake Powell over the Cooper Flag. Flag with the ball at the top of the 3-point line. Looking, finds Sion James and pass almost stolen back to Cooper Flag. Flag to Con Knipple. Back to Flag. Flag over to Malawatch at the top of the key. Over to Sion James. James. Shot clock winding down to Con Knipple. 2 seconds. Knipple, his shot is up and good. Good tough shot by Con Knipple, man, from the baseline, and Duke gets first blood. So it's 2-0 Duke. All right, North Carolina the ball. RJ Davis in the corner with the ball. And the pass is stolen by Malawatch over to Tyrese Proctor, who lays it up and blocked. Good block by North Carolina, man. Great block by Cadeau, Elliot Cadeau on the block. Yeah, I want UConn off the AC line. I really was pushing for Kansas. Lost earlier. Yeah, I thought Kansas was in a tight game. All right, Duke is going to be inbound. Sion James inbounds to Cooper Flag. Wide open for a 3-point shot. It's good. 5-0 Duke. All right, Lubin inbounds to Cadeau. Cadeau with the ball at the top of the key. Cadeau looking over to Withers. Withers guarded by Flag. Out to Drake Powell. Back to Cadeau. Cadeau guarded by Malawatch at the top of the 3-point line. Down the lane. Lays it up off the glass and good. 4-2. All right. Duke inbounds. Cooper Flag over to Sion James. James back to Flag. Over to Proctor. Proctor throws it to Malawatch at the top of at the elbow. Over to Tyrese Proctor around that Malawatch screen. In the corner, Con Knipple out to Cooper Flag for a 3-point shot. No good. And it's rebounded by Withers, and here comes the Tar Heels. Withers over to RJ Davis. Davis with the ball over to Cadeau. Cadeau guarded by Sion James at the top of the key. Now switched on by Malawatch at the elbow. Cadeau in the lane. Throws to a cutting Withers, and is stolen by Malawatch over to Cooper Flag. Flag with the ball. And he slows it down, throws it out to Sion James. James in the lane. Shot is up, no good, but he is fouled by Elliot Cadeau. So Sion James will be at the free throw line. So this might as well get your track shoes on. This might be a track meet. Yeah, it's 4-2, but it looked like a Flag shot is a 3-point shot, so it'll be 5-2 anyway. All right, Sion James at the free throw line, and his first free throw is no good. So I got one more coming. Really pushing for a Kansas loss earlier. All right, James' second free throw is up and is good. 5-2 Duke. All right, Lubin inbounds to Cadeau. Cadeau with the ball. Across the timeline, guarded by Sion James. Around a Lubin screen. His shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Cooper Flag. And here comes the Blue Devils. Flag with the ball. Leading a fast break. Flag in the lane. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Cadeau. And here comes the Tar Heels. Cadeau with the ball. Guarded by Con Knipple at the top of the key. Down the lane. And pass is deflected, stolen by Sion James. And here comes the Duke. Over to Cooper Flag. Back to James. James down the lane. Lays it up and in. 7-2 Duke. So Duke is off to a great start. All right, 7-2. All right, Carolina with the ball. Over to Cadeau. Out to Drake Powell for his 3-point shot is good. 7-5. And so 7-5. So Carolina right back in it. Duke with the ball. Tyrese Proctor with the ball, guarded by R.J. Davis at the top of the key. Over to Cooper Flag. Flag with the ball. Over to Malawatch. Malawatch over to Tyrese Proctor. Down the lane, and it is deflected. And did James get it back? He got it back. And it is out. It will be North Carolina basketball. So the Tar Heels will take over. So it'll be Tar Heels ball. All right. 6:17 left to go early first half. Duke up 7-5. UNC with the ball. Cadeau down the lane. His shot is over the basket. And it should be a turnover. Would be Duke basketball. All right, so Duke will inbound. All right, flag inbounds to Knipple, guarded by Drake Powell. Knipple, and he loses the ball. And it is a jump ball. It got back on a jump ball. So see what the possession arrow probably be Tar Heels. Yeah, Knipple is a little bit lackadaisical with the ball. Got to concentrate. Got to be more decisive. All right, so Carolina will inbound, and looks like Ian Jackson and Seth Trimble would check into the game for the Heels. All right, so Davis into Trimble, back to Davis around a Lubin screen, over to Powell, back to Davis, guarded by Malawatch at the top of the key. Malawatch, Davis. In the corner to Drake Powell. Powell, elbow jump shot is up. No good, but he is fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. Ralph, what's good, bro? Thanks for tapping in, man. Good seeing you, bro. It's El Capitan, Rafachuo. All right. So what's name would be at the free throw line. Look like there's going to be a timeout on the floor, but when we come back, Drake Powell will be at the free throw line for the Heels. I want to thank everybody, man, for tapping in from YouTube, Twitter, man, and all social media platforms, man, to the Man-Cave podcast, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button, man, and also share it on all social media platforms, man. If this is your first time to my channel, man, hit that like and subscribe button, man. It is free. It costs you nothing, man. Make sure you go and hit that button, man. On this live stream, Duke versus North Carolina. Battle for Tobacco Road, round 2. You know what I'm saying? These schools are separated by 8 or 11 miles, however you want to say it. You know, Durham, Chapel Hill, man, been a rivalry forever in the day, man. One of the best rivalries in all of college basketball, man. To me, it is the most the elite rivalry in all of college sports. I know you got Michigan, Ohio State, things like that in football and stuff like that, but nothing like Duke versus North Carolina in basketball, man. Some good old-fashioned basketball down Tobacco Road, man. These two schools have a rich tradition and a rich history, man, and stuff like that. So every time, man, it's like, yeah, I got addicted to it back in the early 80s, man. It became when I was a Duke fan and stuff like that, man. This rivalry has been ingrained, man. So it's always good to beat Carolina, man, the Heels, you know what I'm saying, and vice versa, man. You know, Carolina fans feel the same way about Duke, you know, the Blue Devils and stuff like that, man. But like I said, always a good rivalry, friendly rivalry and stuff like that, man. So, hey, man, it's all good, man. Like I said, even though I don't care too much for the Heels, but I got love for the Heels, man. Like I said, I love the atmosphere. I love the competitiveness, like the, you know what I'm saying, also the rivalry and stuff like that. What was that, about 4 or 5? I said about 5 or 6 years ago, man. I finally we went to a game in Cameron Indoor Stadium, man. It was a great atmosphere. I think that was when Wendell Carter and those guys was there, man, in Cameron and stuff like that. I think it was playing South Dakota or something like that, man. So that was my first time in Cameron, man. Great field, man. It's like I said, the aura in the gym and stuff like that, man. I wish I could have went to a Duke North Carolina game, but you know, them tickets was like probably like $1,000. You know, those tickets are sky high when it goes to Duke in North Carolina, either places and stuff like that, man. Them tickets are high. So, but like if you get a chance to go, man, make sure you can put Cameron Indoor Stadium on your bucket list, man. So I got that off my bucket list. You know what I'm saying? But I would like to get back to a game in Cameron, man. Driving down to Durham, North Carolina. Yeah, like I said, it is senior night in Chapel Hill. RJ Davis, Withers, and also Claude. So the three Carolina seniors, man. RJ Davis right now is third in ACC history and scoring 2,620 points in ACC history. He was the 2024 ACC Player of the Year. You know, when he went to the Final Four in 2022, man. Great players. Look at all of them. All those jerseys in the Carolina rafters, man. My God. It's who's who of what. So it is 8-5. They did add that point on for that Cooper Flag 3-point shot. So Powell will be at the free throw line, try to get 2 more for the Heels. All right. Powell's first free throw is up and it's good. 8-6. Like I said, this game is gonna be close, man. Like I said, these guys are always competitive. It's gonna be a competitive game, man. You know what I'm saying? Gonna be a track meet, so get your track shoes on, man. Like I said, they're gonna be going up and down the floor in this game. All right, his second free throw's up and is also good. 8-7. All right, Duke inbounds flag. Well, inbound for the Blue Devils. Looking, finds Knipple, back to flag. Guarded by Powell, flag. Across the timeline. Flag. And there's a call on the floor. What is the call? Is it a foul? I think it's a foul on Carolina. All right, so Duke inbound Knipple will inbound to flag. Back to Knipple. And Malik Brown is back. Knipple, and the ball is deflected and it's stolen off his feet. And here comes the Tar Heels. Jackson with the ball around a Lubin screen at the top of the key. Over to Seth Trimble, back to Jackson. Jackson guarded by Malik Brown. Jackson in the corner to Seth Trimble for a 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Sion James. And here comes the Blue Devils. Across the timelines. James quickly across over to Tyrese Proctor. Back in the game for the Blue Devils. Back to Sion James. James. And then the lane spin move is up. Good and a foul. So Sion James will be at the free throw line to complete the 3-point play. Good strong move by James. Foul on Ian Jackson. All right, James at the free throw line. Try to complete this 3-point play. The free throw is up and it's good. 11-7. 15:09 left to go in the first half. Just starting. Tipping off in Chapel Hill. All right, Heels inbounds. Lubin inbounds. Inbounds to RJ Davis. Davis guarded by Sion James at the top of the key. Looking around the Lubin screen. Throws it to Drake Powell at the other elbow. Powell guarded by Flag. Back to RJ Davis. Now guarded by Malik Brown. His 3-point shot from the top of the key. Good. 11-10. So Heels are right there, man. They are staying right here. All right. Duke inbounds to Sion James. James with the ball guarded by RJ Davis. Davis looking, finds Isaiah Evans. Evans to Knipple, and it is a turnover, so it'll be Tar Heels ball. So the Tar Heels will take over. So a little miscommunication so far. 4 turnovers for Duke, 3 for North Carolina. All right, Tar Heels inbounds Lubin to RJ Davis. Davis at the top, guarded by Sion James. At the top of the key, over to Ian Jackson. Wide open 3-point shot is up. No good. Rebound by Sion James, and here comes Duke. Ahead to Malik Brown. Brown over to Knipple in the corner. Knipple back out to Sion James. James back to Brown. Brown to Knipple. three-point shot from the elbow. Good. 14-10 Duke. Heels, inbound, Lubin. Inbounds to Jackson. Over to R.J. Davis. Davis in the paint now. Guarded by Malik Brown. Back out to Seth Trimble. Trimble guarded by Isaiah Evans. In the lane, his shot is up. No good, but he is fouled, and he will be going to the free throw line. So, like I said, both teams coming in hot. North Carolina, like I said, coming in on a 6-game win streak. Duke coming in on a 7-game win streak. So, like I said, both teams on fire. Somebody's streak is going to end tonight on senior night at Chapel Hill. All right, so Trimble at the free throw line for 2. All right, his first free throw is up, and it's good. Like I said, North Carolina, the strength of the North Carolina basketball, the Tar Heels, is in the backcourt with Trimble, Cadeau, Jackson, Powell. So R.J. Davis, that's where the strength is. Trimble's second free throw is up and is also good. 14-12. Duke inbounds, flag, inbounds to Sheon James, guarded by R.J. Davis. James across the timeline with the ball. Over to Malik Brown. Brown over to Con Knipple. Elbow three-point shot is good. 17-12. So Con Knipple is on fire for Duke early on in this game. That's a great sign. Con Knipple, 8 points already. Carolina with the ball. R.J. Davis has it. Over to Jackson. Jackson back to Davis. Davis with the ball, guarded by Con Knipple. Out to Drake Powell. Out to Seth Trimble at the three-point line in the corner. Trimble guarded by Isaiah Evans. His turnaround jump shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Malik Brown. Over to Cooper Flag, and here comes Duke. Flag guarded by Powell. And it's an offensive foul on Cooper Flag with the elbow to the face. So Carolina will take over on a turnover. So Cooper Flag and fouled already got 3 points, but he has 2 fouls already in this game. So Flag might have to take a seat. So Flag will go to the bench, and Gillis will come in for Flag. So it's Carolina with the ball. Ian Jackson with the ball. Over to R.J. Davis, back to Jackson, guarded by Malawach at the top of the key. Jackson down the lane, lays it up and in. 17-14. Duke quickly inbounds. Gillis inbounds to Tyrese Proctor. Proctor with the ball, guarded by R.J. Davis. Proctor at the logo. Proctor looking around a Malawach screen. Proctor, his pull-up three-point shot is up and good. 2014 Duke. Let's go Duke. All right, Carolina inbounds to R.J. Davis. Davis with the ball, pushes off, shot is up, and no good. Rebounded by Isaiah Evans. Evans out to Con Knipple. Knipple with the ball. Knipple down the lane, lays it up and in. 22-14, Duke up 8. Carolina quickly inbounds to R.J. Davis. Davis with the ball over to Powell. Powell looking, finds Trimble at the top of the key, over to R.J. Davis at the elbow. Davis now guarded by Malawach in the corner to Ian Jackson. Jackson guarded by Tyrese Proctor. His step back three-point shot is up and good. 22-17. So far hot shooting for both sides. Duke inbounds Gillis over to Proctor. Proctor at the top of the key, guarded by R.J. Davis. Proctor looking for a Malawach screen. Proctor in the lane. Shot is up, no good, and tipped back in by Malawach. 24-17. Carolina quickly inbounds to Trimble. Down the lane, lays it up, no good, but he is fouled. So 11:02 left to go in the first half. Timeout, under 12 timeout on the floor. Duke with a 7-point lead, 24-17. So like I said, get on your track shoes, man. This is going to be a high-scoring game, man. So both teams coming out on fire, coming out good. That's what you want to see, man. Good competitive basketball. So I mean, Cooper Flag is on the bench with 2 fouls, so most likely he'll stay on the bench probably for the whole first half, or he might come back in for a little bit. But Duke is still rolling. They still rolling right now, man. So other guys are picking up the slack. And this is an important game for the Tar Heels because if they could win this game, as well as also like how far they go in the ACC tournament to get them into that the seeding for the NCAA tournament. Duke is already a lock. Duke basically is a lock for one of the first the top seeds. Duke is the number 2 ranked team in the country, so they'll probably get the East. They'll probably be number 1 in the East. I would like if they probably be in the South region or something like that. But the East, like I said, we usually do good in the East region anyway, to get to the Final Four, things like that in the past. But like I said, college basketball with the NIL deal and the transfer portal, man, it is hard to keep guys in, man. It's just like a revolving door now. Everywhere is a revolving door, man. It's no like the cohesion like the way it used to be in college basketball where you can expect the guy to, after he had a great season, he's coming back for another year, or he go to the league, to the NBA. But if he comes back, he's come back to your school now. It ain't like that no more, man. You have a great year this year. Next year, he might be at another school. NIL deals is taking people from schools, man, going from school to school, And even with the NIL deal, man, you got coaches now that's like, long-time coaches is leaving like college basketball, man. They just can't deal with it, man. I mean, football too, college football. Nick Saban retired, and college basketball, Tony Bennett, Jim Larinaga just, retired. And there's some other coaches, I can't think of their names offhand, but a lot of coaches are leaving the ranks of college sports, man. It's just like, the NIL deal, the transfer portal is just like I said, is just like really taking over. It's a different day of time in sports, man. College sports now, so it's taking a toll on coaches recruiting. You take the time to recruit a player, he comes, and then all of a sudden he leaves with NIL deals and all that stuff. So it's like, and then even the guy you have on your team, you got to like after the season, you got to re-recruit the dude to stay or something like that, or he's going to go somewhere else too. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man. It is crazy. It is crazy, man. So, all right. So we're back to action. And like I said, Ian Jackson will be at the free throw line. Like I said, both teams coming in hot. Duke on a 7-game win streak. Heels on a 6-game win streak. All right. Inside Seth Trimble on the free throw line. His first free throw was good. 24-18. Duke with a 6-point lead. Trimble has another free throw coming up. And his second free throw is up and is also good. 24-19. Duke inbounds. Gillis will inbound to Shion James. Shion guarded by Cadeau at the logo. Pushes off around the Malawai screen. James down the lane, lays it up and in. 26-19. All right, Heels inbound to Cadeau. Cadeau with the ball. Around over to Ian Jackson. Jackson looking back to Cadeau, guarded by James. Back to Jackson. Jackson guarded by Shion James at the top of the key. Over to Withers for a 3-point shot from the elbow. No good. Rebounded by Tyrese Proctor. And here comes the Blue Devils on the run. Proctor with the ball. Guarded by Jackson. Over to Gillis. Gillis over to James. At the top of the key. Back to Proctor. Proctor. Looking. Can't find Shion James. James with the ball back to Proctor. Around the Malawai screen, Proctor with a 3-point shot up is good. 28-19. I said it's a three, is a 29-19. All right. Carolina quickly with the ball. Cadeau with the ball out to Jackson. Jackson with the ball. Down to Washington, and he lays it up and in. 28-21. Gillis inbounds to James. James with the ball. Guarded by Cadeau around the Malawai screen. James out to Tyrese Proctor. Proctor down the lane, lays it up and in. 30-21. Like I said, these guys are going back and forth like a heavyweight. All right. Washington inbounds to Cadeau. So Tyrese Proctor with 7 points in the game. Con Knipple has 8 to pace the Blue Devils. All right, over to Withers. Withers to Cadeau at the top of the key, guarded by James. Now around the Washington screen, over to Trimble in the corner. Trimble shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Sheon James, and here comes Duke. Up 9. Over to Gillis. Gillis back to James. Over to Malawatch. Malawatch to Gillis. Over to Proctor. Proctor with the ball in the lane. Spins, turnaround, jump shot is up, no good. And there's a foul on the play. Got foul on the arm, so Tyrese Proctor will be at the free throw line. I want to thank everybody, man, for tapping into this live stream, man. Duke versus North Carolina. If this is your first time to my channel, to the Man Cave podcast, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, man, and share it on all social media platforms, man. It costs you nothing. It is free to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that button so I can keep bringing you great content like this, great stream. And also, make sure you go subscribe to the Aboriginal Sports Network, our one centralized location, man, for all of our content. The link is right there in the chat, man. And make sure you go subscribe to all the great content creators, myself, Big Pass Sports Talk, Unpopular Opinion Sports with NYG, Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports, TP Way, also Mets 2128, Leaf Diggy, Delay of Game, and R0B. Make sure you go and subscribe. Proctor's first free throw is up and is good. His second free throw is up and is also good. 32-21. Duke up 11. All right. Hills inbounds. Washington inbounds to Cadeau. 8:36 left to go in the first half. 11-point Duke lead. Cadeau over to Davis. Davis with the ball. Guarded by Proctor at the top of the key. Now it's double team over to Cadeau. Out to Withers. Withers in the lane. His fall away jump shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Isaiah Evans, and here comes Duke. Over to Sheon James. James with the ball. Over to Isaiah Evans. His 3-point shot is up. No good, but he is fouled, and he will be going to the free throw line for 3. So good take by Isaiah Evans. Like I said, keep the foot on the gas. Keep being in attack mode. So Isaiah Evans will be at the free throw line to try to extend this Duke lead. All right. Isaiah's first free throw is up and is good. 33-21. Isaiah Evans, man, he got that like Brandon Ingram build. His second free throw is also good. Like I said, he got a choir boy face, but he's a silent assassin, man. He's a great shooter, great 3-point shooter. All right, Evans' third free throw is up, and it's also good. 35-21, 14-point Duke lead. Carolina inbound. Lubin will inbound the ball to R.J. Davis, and here comes the Hills. Davis across the timeline. Guarded by Tyrese Proctor. Duke is on a 7-0 run in the last minute. Over to Powell. Powell to Trimble. Trimble guarded by Malik Brown at the top of the key. Over to Withers. His 3-point shot from the elbow is up and no good. Rebounded by Malik Brown. And here comes Duke over to Tyrese Proctor. Proctor on the run looking. Finds Sheon James. James around a Brown screen, but it'll be a offensive foul on Duke, and we're at timeout on the floor. 7:43 left to go in the first half. Duke up 35-21 over the Tar Heels. 14-point Duke lead. Duke, like I said, is on a 7-0 run, last minute and 20 seconds of this first half. So Cooper Flag goes to the bench with 2 fouls, no problem. Duke continues. Like I said, Duke has been on a hot streak lately, man. Guys been scoring a lot of points, man. And like I said, just been running, and playing some good defense at times, So Duke looking to sweep the season series from the Tar Heels. And after this game, like I said, the ACC tournament should start. This is today, Saturday. ACC tournament should start either Monday or Tuesday. Start the ACC tournament, and then next Sunday will be the seedings. Will be the seedings for the NCAA tournament for March Madness. Man, can you believe it? March Madness is already here. Yeah, like I said, so far so good, man. On the road, Duke on the road at the Dean Dome in hostile environment, man. These guys are still playing, like I said, playing under control, man. You know what I'm saying? Not getting, not caring about the crowd noise, man. Keeping their composure. It's like, hey, just keep it going. Like I said, both teams coming in on a win streak. Duke on a 7-game win streak. Heels coming in on a 6-game win streak. Yeah, earlier, man, Alabama upsets Auburn 93-91 at Auburn. So great win for the Crimson Tide on the road. Big game, big SEC game. That game went into overtime, came down to the wire, man. But like I said, Mark Sears with the game winner. I watched that game, great game and stuff like that. It's always a great game when Alabama and Auburn play this year. And if you look at it, man, college basketball, the rankings, man, in the top 10 and top 15, man, there's got a lot of SEC teams up in the top 10, man. Back in the day, used to be the ACC was like all littered all over the top 25 in college basketball. Now it's the SEC. And, a lot of that is due to also, man, transfer portal nil deals, but mostly it's due to these teams and realignments and stuff like that, trying to make it a Power 4, Power 5 conference and stuff like that. So like the power has shifted. All right, so the score is 36-21. They gave Duke that 3-point shot that they said it was 2, but it's a 3-point shot. So it is a 15-point Duke lead, 36-21. I said, let's go Duke, man. Let's sweep the season series. Like I said, keep your foot on the gas, man. Say, love nothing better than to win at the Dean Dome, man, Chapel Hill. So out of the timeout, it will be Tar Heels basketball coming out of the timeout. All right, 7:43 left to go in the first half. Tar Heels will inbound the ball down 15. All right, R.J. Davis with the ball over to Lubin. Lubin looking, finds R.J. Davis. Now guarded by Brown, and he is fouled by Malik Brown. And that's the 6th foul on Duke. And Patrick Gongba will come in the game for Duke. So Heels inbounds. R.J. Davis with the ball over to Trimble. Trimble over to Withers. Withers down the lane, lays it up and in. 36-23. Duke inbounds Gillis to Tyrese Proctor. Proctor with the ball, guarded by R.J. Davis. At the top of the key, at the elbow. Proctor passes to Gongba. Gongba with the ball, looking, trying to find somebody. Over to Knipple. Knipple with the ball. His 3-point shot is up. No good. Looked like he got fouled. No call. Rebounded by the heels. And here comes R.J. Davis. And his pull-up three from transition is up and good. 36-26. Just like that, 10-point game. All right. Duke inbounds to Tyrese Proctor. Proctor with the ball. Over to Evans. Evans to Gillis. Over to Knipple. Knipple. Over to Gongba. Gongba at the top of the key. Over to Tyrese Proctor from the elbow. Proctor guarded by Trimble. Back to Gongba. Over to Knipple. Knipple throws out to Gillis from the corner from the 3-point shot up and good. 39-26. So good look for the Duke. Carolina inbounds Lubin to R.J. Davis. So 3-point shooting. Duke is 6 of 8. Carolina 4 of 8 from 3-point shooting in this first half. All right, R.J. Davis with the ball. Out to Withers. Withers looking. Trimble in the corner. Trimble back to Withers. Out to R.J. Davis at the top of the key, guarded by Tyrese Proctor. And he is fouled by Proctor. So R.J. Davis will be at the free throw line. So that's the 17th foul on Duke. So R.J. Davis will be at the free throw line. All right. 13-point Duke lead. Davis' first free throw is up and is good. 39-27. And Davis' second free throw is up and it's also good. 39-28. 11-point Duke lead. Duke inbound. Gillis will inbound. And he finds, looking for James, finds Tyrese Proctor. Double team back to Gillis. Gillis with the ball. Throws ahead to Knipple. Knipple. And is it a foul? Look like it's a foul on play. So Knipple. No, it looked like it's just a side out. So ball is knocked out. So Duke will inbounds. Proctor will inbounds to Gongba. Gongba with the ball. Still has the ball looking, trying to find somebody. Finds Knipple at the top of the key. Knipple out to Sheon James to Gillis at the elbow. Back to James at the top of the key to Proctor. Proctor with the ball. Almost loses it. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Withers. Over to R.J. Davis. Davis down the lane. Lays it up. No good. Rebounded by Tyrese Proctor. Here comes Duke. Over to Gillis. Gillis over to Knipple. His 3-point shot from the corner. No good. And it'll be Duke basketball. Withers couldn't hold on to the ball. So Duke ball. And Cooper Flagg and Malawatch will check back into the game for Duke. 5:18 left to go in the first half. So Cooper Flagg with 2 fouls checks back into the game for the Blue Devils. Man, California and Notre Dame went into 4 overtime final score. Notre Dame 112, Cal 110. 4 overtime in the ACC game. 112-110. Notre Dame beats Cal in 4 overtime. Man, what a game. All right, Duke will inbounds. Sheon James will inbound the ball. James looking, finds Cooper Flagg. Flagg, his first shot up and no good. Rebounded by Withers. Over to Davis. Davis with the ball. Over to Withers. Withers down the lane. Lays it up and in. 39-30. And here comes the heels. Duke inbounds to Flagg. Inbounds to James. Back to Flagg. 9-point Duke lead over to Isaiah Evans. Evans with the ball looking. Finds Malawatch. Over to James. And the ball is deflected out. But it looked like he got fouled, but no call. Momentum on Carolina's side. So Duke will take it. Duke will inbound. All right, so Duke will inbounds to Cooper Flag. Flag with the ball. His shot is up and good. 41-30. So 5 points for Cooper Flag, even though he's been in foul trouble. All right, Carolina with the ball. RJ Davis with the ball. Over to Lubin. Back to Davis. Now Davis is double teamed at the logo. Over to Withers. Withers throws out to Drake Powell, guarded by Con Knipple at the elbow. Powell in the lane. His shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Malawatch. Ahead to Cooper Flag. Flag with the ball. 4:15 left to go in the first half. Flag over to Isaiah Evans. His shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Self Trimble. And here comes the heels. Trimble with the ball. Down the lane. Lays it up and no good, but put back in by Lubin. 41-32. Duke inbounds. Sion James with the ball. Duke with a 9-point lead. James over to Malawatch, and the ball is deflected. And here comes the Tar Heels. RJ Davis with the ball, guarded by Isaiah Evans. Over to Drake Powell. Wide open 3-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Cooper Flag. And here comes Duke. 41-32 Duke. 9-point game. Flag with the ball. Around the Malawatch screen. Flag guarded by Lubin. Shot is up. No good. And there's an offensive foul on Cooper Flag, and that'll be number 3. So Cooper Flag picks up his 3rd foul, and he'll have to sit on the bench for the rest of the half. So timeout on the floor. 9-point game, 41-32. Duke up by 9. And big foul. Cooper Flag picks up his 3rd foul, so he have to go back to the bench. So Duke will have to finish out this half. Like I said, Duke's been playing great in his first half anyway without Cooper Flag. So all Duke got to do is just keep it up. But the momentum is swinging to North Carolina now. So Duke just got to withstand it and, like I said, make a run of their own. Yeah, like I said, man, talking about the other game, man, for overtime. Let me look at some other scores from college basketball. All right. Florida right now leading Ole Miss 68-48, 10:34 left to go in the second half. Clemson 51-35 over Virginia Tech, 9:36 left to go in the second half. Bradley and Valparaiso tied at 51, 11:15 left to go in the second. Have scores that went final. Arkansas in a shootout with Mississippi State wins 93-92. Kentucky beats Missouri 91-83. St. John's and Marquette went into overtime. St. John's pulls it out 86-84. Penn State beats Wisconsin 86-75. Iowa State beat Kansas State 73-57. Louisville beats Stanford 68-48. Tennessee beats South Carolina 75-65. Maryland beats Northwestern 74-61. And Texas A&M beats LSU 66-52. Kansas at home beats number 24 Arizona 83-76. Score. And like I said, Notre Dame, and the game of the day, Notre Dame and Cal goes into 4 overtime. Notre Dame wins 112-110. Like I said, man, I want to thank everybody for tapping in, man, to this live stream, man. Duke versus North Carolina, battle for Tobacco Road. Like I said, Duke coming in on a 7-game win streak. Tar Heels coming in on a 6-game win streak. The Tobacco Road rivalry, man, like I said, they showing all the highlights from back in all the rivalries from games and stuff like that. One of the best rivalry in all of college sports. Can't get any better than Duke versus North Carolina, man. I want to thank everybody, man, tapping from YouTube, Twitter, man, and all social media platforms to this live stream, man. Thank you guys for tapping in. So we'll see if Carolina will make a run right here, man, to get this game closer before the half, or if Duke could go on another run. All right, so the Heels will inbound. For Duke, like I said, for Duke, Colin Knipple and these guys got to pick it back up, man. Got to pick up the slack again. Got to go on the streak. It's 3:17 left to go before the half. Carolina with the ball. R.J. Davis at the top of the key, guarded by Tyrese Proctor. Around a Lubin screen, over to Withers. Withers guarded by Gillis. Over to R.J. Davis. Davis with the ball. Over to Withers. Throws into Lubin. Shot is up, good, and a foul. 41-34. So Lubin will be at the free throw line to complete the three-point play. And just like that, Carolina is back within 7, and it could be 6 after this free throw. So Duke is going on a cold streak right now. And the foul was on Sheon James. All right, so Lubin's about to step up to this free throw line, see if he can complete the three-point play. 2:58 left to go in the half. And his free throw's up and it's good. It's a 6-point game, 41-35, and here comes the Heels. Duke inbounds. Sheon James with the ball, guarded by Ian Jackson. Looking, finds Con Knipple. Knipple with the ball. Over to Gillis. His three-point shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Lubin, and here comes the Heels. Over to R.J. Davis. Duke has gone cold. Davis with the ball over to Jackson. Jackson down the lane in the corner to Withers. Withers out to Drake Powell. Over to R.J. Davis. Davis at the top of the key. Three-point line is up and is good. 41-38, and is a three-point game. And the Heels are back. Duke inbounds. Sheon James with the ball. Carolina on an 8-0 run, the last minute and 50 of this half. All right. James around the Malawatch screen. Throws an alley-oop to Malawatch, and the ball is deflected, stolen by Carolina, R.J. Davis, and here comes the Heels. Davis down the lane. Shot is up and good, 41-40, and just like that, Carolina came all the way back, down 15. Timeout on the floor, Duke, 1:48 left to go, 41-40. 10-0 run by the Tar Heels. And here comes, and the Heels are back. And the Dean Dome is going crazy. Timeout on the floor, like I said. Duke has got to regroup, man. And got to, like I said, and got to take it to the basket. Got to stay aggressive, man. Like I said, it's basketball, man. It don't matter. Basketball, NBA, college, everybody's going to make a run. So, like I said, Duke made that run. Carolina making that run now. Duke got to make a run of their own. But right now, the momentum is with the Heels right now. At home at the Dean Dome. So we'll see what this last minute and 48 left to go, if Duke is going to regroup or if Carolina is going to keep on going on a run right now. Like I said, the Heels have chopped a 15-point lead down to 1. All right, so Duke will inbounds. Gillis will inbound. All right, Gillis inbounds to Sheon James, guarded by Trimble. James with the ball. across the timeline, and he is fouled by Trimble. So Duke will inbounds. Knipple will inbounds to James. Carolina only has 5 fouls or 6 fouls. James in the lane. Shot is up. No good, but he is fouled, and he will be going to the free throw line. So he'll be going back to the free throw line. All right. So James got to make these free throws. He has 8 points in the game. His first free throw is up, and it's good. 42-40. That's like Duke's first point within the last 3 minutes. Duke hasn't scored. All right, James' second free throw is up and is also good. 43-40. Carolina inbounds, looking to cut the lead to 1 or to tie the game. R.J. Davis with the ball, guarded by Tyrese Proctor. Around the Lubin screen. Davis with the ball, guarded by Tyrese Proctor. Out to Withers. His 3-point shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Malawach with the ball over to Tyrese Proctor. Proctor was asking for a screen. Malawach didn't see him. Proctor at the logo. Now Malawach sees it. Malawach and Proctor pull up 3-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Trimble. And here comes the Heels. Trimble with the ball. Guarded by James. Out to R.J. Davis. Davis guarded by Gillis. Around a Lubin screen. Out to Trimble. Back to Davis. 48 seconds left to go. Guarded by Gillis. Davis in the lane. His fall away jump shot is up and good. 43-42. All right, Gillis inbounds to James. James with the ball. 28 seconds left to go in the half. Guarded by Trimble. Davis with the ball over to Malawach. Malawach with the ball to Sheon James. James in the lane. His shot is up. No good. Tip back in by Malawach. No good. Rebounded by the Heels. R.J. Davis. And here comes the Heels. 5 seconds left to go. Guarded by Gillis. Gillis. Davis with a step back 3-point shot. No good. And we are at halftime. What a dandy. Duke up 43-42 over Carolina. So North Carolina made a strong run at the end of the first half to cut this game, to make this a game. This was like a 15-point Duke lead. Duke's largest lead was 15, and UNC made 4 of their last 6 field goals to cut this down to a 1-point game. We'll be back with the halftime stats right after a word from the Man Cave podcast.
Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
For the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. God.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That MetLife, Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That turnpike, you can see that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, no it don't get broken. Legalize mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in, the show called The-Man-Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85 inch screen. The game's on, you rush and bleed. Stay calm, you on the road and chill. Do the watch along. The show's on, the host, you know it's S-God. It's no telling the panel filled with guest stars. You're now rocking with the voice, you know who it is. It's your boy J Boogie. You're now rocking with my man S-God. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is Alter Production. What that mean? We about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in. My man S.God. Support the show. Subscribe, share it. Most importantly, hit that like button.
All right, we are back And like I said, halftime score Duke up 43-42, 1 point game. Halftime stats for the Blue Devils. Cooper Flagg was in foul trouble in the first half, only had 5 points and 2 rebounds. Cayman Malawatch with 2 points and 5 rebounds. Con Knipple with 10 points. Tyrese Proctor with 10 points, as well as Sion James also has 10 points. Off the bench for Duke, Mason Gillis with 3 and Isaiah Evans with 3. Overall shooting for Duke, 14 of 27 for 52%. 3-point shooting, Duke is 50%, 6 of 12. Free throw shooting, 9 of 10 for 90%. Duke has 19 rebounds, 5 assists, and 9 turnovers in the first half. For the home team, North Carolina Tar Heels, Ty Claude hasn't scored yet. Jalen Withers with 4 points. Drake Powell with 5. Elliot Cadeau with 2 points. RJ Davis, the high man in the game, with 15 points in the game. Off the bench, Lubin with 5 points. Jalen Washington with 2. Ian Jackson with 5. Seth Trimble with 4. Overall shooting for the Heels, 14 of 30 for 47%. 3-point shooting, 5 of 12 for 42%. Free throw shooting, they are 9 of 9 for 100%. Carolina has 10 rebounds, 3 assists, and only 3 turnovers in this game, and that's been the key why they was able to make this comeback. They only have 3 turnovers, while Duke has 9 turnovers in the game. So second half, like I said, Duke has to get back to being aggressive. You know what I'm saying? They'll have Cooper Flagg to start the second half. So we'll see what adjustments they make. Like I said, they just got to be more aggressive, keep shooting the ball and stuff like that. Like I said, Carolina made a run. Like I said, let's settle the game down and get back to take control of this game, man. But like I said, this is a rivalry game, so it's going to be a lot of emotions. Guys are going to be, guys are playing with adrenaline, which is always a great thing, man. So like I said, this is going to be a track meet. So get on your running shoes and let's keep it going, like I said. So in the second half, we'll see what team is going to withstand the onslaught, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, it ain't going to be, like I said, it wasn't going to be a blowout. This is going to be a close game. It was a blowout in the first quarter. It was getting that way, but the Heels were able to sustain it, fed off the home crowd, and now they back into the game. Is a 1-point game. And I said both teams coming in this game hot. Duke coming in on a 7-game win streak. Carolina on a 6-game win streak. So somebody's streak is going to end tonight. But it is senior night at Chapel Hill, and everybody know when it's senior night in Chapel Hill or senior night in college basketball, man, home team plays a little bit more adrenaline. And like I said, you're playing it from your friends and family for the last time. So it is a special moment. So we'll see if the Duke will be able to withstand senior night in Chapel Hill and overcome and beat the Heels. But like I said, second half, Cayman Malawatch have to do some more work down there. They have to get him involved. And also Cooper Flagg, that was in foul trouble, he got to get more involved too. And then Con Knipple got to get back to the great shooting that he displayed in the first half. Going to need his shooting in that second half, man. Going to need his shooting. Like I said, this is the last game before the ACC tournament. Tournament's going to start, I believe, Monday or Tuesday night. The ACC tournament is going to start. And so, like I said, I know John Shire's talking to this team and like, hey, man, let's pick it up. Let's pick up the pace, man. Let's pick up the pace. Like I said, let's pick up the pace. Let's get back to what we did in the first half that got us out to this lead, man. Being aggressive, pushing the pace, and like I said, taking good, strong moves, and also taking care of the basketball, man. Because Duke started to turn the ball over, man, during that Carolina run. So they got to get back to taking care of the basketball, man. Got to take care of that basketball, make some quick, decisive moves, some strong moves, and stuff like that. Pass that ball, make sure that ball keeps moving. Don't want it to be on one side or stuck. Looking at some other highlights, like I said, Big game in the SEC. Alabama and Auburn, like I said, went into overtime, and Alabama pulls it out 93-91. Janai Broom. Looked like that game against St. John's and Marquette in overtime was a buzzer beater in overtime by St. John's to win that game 86-84 over Marquette. So I know that was probably a thriller too, that game. But like I said, college basketball, man, March Madness is upon us, man, and after that, that's it with college basketball, man. So you got another 3 more weeks of college basketball. That's it, man. So hey, man, I love college basketball. I love NBA basketball, man. This is the great time of year, basketball, man. Football just went off and stuff like that. So the NBA, NFL draft will be coming up next month, and combines finishing and things like that. So hey, this is the best time of year for sports, man. Like I said, come summertime, when everything is done, the only thing that's gonna be there is WNBA and hockey. No, I mean baseball. So we'll see. Like I said, we'll see what adjustments Duke make in the second half. But like I said, they just got to get more guys involved and, like I said, settle down and stuff like that, man, and play some stronger defense and stuff like that. Because that's another thing. That's a staple of Duke. Their defense. They do have a great and good defense. So they just got to play better defense in the second half, man, and bottle North Carolina up. But if this is your first time to the Man Cave podcast, man, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button, man. Also share it on all social media platforms, as well as go subscribe to the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. One centralized location for all of our content, man. Make sure you go subscribe to all the great content creators, myself, the Man Cave podcast, as well as Big Pat Sports Talk, Unpopular Opinion Sports at NYG, Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports, Leaf Diggy, Mets 2128, TP Way, also Delay of Game, R0B. Make sure you go and subscribe, man. Said also always a great rivalry, great game. Duke versus North Carolina, man. I don't care where I'm at. I always got to catch that game at some point, man. Duke and Carolina is always a battle. Don't care. Both teams are ranked. Both teams are unranked. But like I said, they're going to put up a fight. It's going to be a great game. It's going to be also a lot of some games went to overtime, man. So they've had a lot of great finishes in this series. And why wouldn't they have it? Why wouldn't they have it now? You know what I'm saying? They've had it all throughout, even when both teams were bad and when both teams is good. But hey, when you're separated by 8 or 11 miles, that's it, man. That's all it is, man. It's a great rivalry. Like I said, the two campuses, Chapel Hill and Durham. I said, if there's any UNC fans in the chat, any Duke fans, man, talk your talk, man. Let me know how you feel about your teams, man. How you feel about their chances this year going into the tournament and stuff like that, man. So, hey, talk your talk, man. Like I said, it's been fun doing Duke games, man. I love doing Duke games, watching the games and stuff like that, man. So anytime I could live stream it, man, I'll live stream it, man. Because like I said, a lot of people enjoy the game. They like watching rivalry. A lot of people like seeing, Duke lose or, North Carolina lose because it's more like Carolina fans. People hate Duke, back then when Duke was winning like a lot or going to the tournaments a lot and stuff like that. So Duke was the villain, but like I said, times have changed now, man, with the nil deal, transfer portal, man, one and done, all that stuff, man. It's just like a revolving door, man. So about a couple more minutes for halftime, man. But like I said, man, if this is your first time, man, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, man. It is free. It costs you nothing, man. Hit that like and subscribe button. Like I said, R.J. Davis had a great first half for Carolina, like I said. So second half, I know he's going to come out even more aggressive. So Duke is they're gonna have to do a better job on him. Like I said, because he's like the main scorer and stuff like that. So they have to put some better defense on him, make somebody else beat them in the second half. And that's something Carolina likes to get out and run. So Duke really got to get there on defense, man. Get down on defense and get back in transition and also slow down Carolina's fast break. Let me see. I know we headed for a great second half, man. It's gonna be some fireworks in the second half. Like I said, these both teams ain't gonna go down easy. If it's a close game, like I said, they're gonna come down to the wires. Like it's gonna be going back. It's gonna be a back and forth game and stuff like that. So these teams gonna bring it. So, like I said, it's a 1 point game. It is anybody's game, man. The second half, like I said, Carolina's going to try to pull it out on senior night, man, in front of their fans, friends, and family, and the fans. So, second half is going to be more of a hostile environment now since it's a 1 point game. So, the Heels fans will be, like I said, supporting the Heels. Duke, like I said, just got to withstand it. Like I said, just keep shooting the ball good, man. They just got to keep shooting. Keep shooting, play some good defense, good strong defense. Yeah, like I said, it's the last game, then the ACC tournament, and then next Sunday is going to be Selection Sunday, man, where they're going to select the top seeds, and the top 64, and then the play-ins is I think it's like 4 play-in games or something like that. So this is the week coming up for college basketball, man, tournaments, and then like I said, Selection Sunday, and then that's it. Then it's March Madness. The following week starts. Yep, Saturday prime time, Duke and North Carolina. Don't get any more prime time than this, man. Cooper Flag with 5 points and 3 fouls in the first half. Second half, he's gonna have to be more disciplined out there, man. Don't want to pick up your 4th and 5th foul like that, man. So hopefully he can stay on the floor for a while and contribute and stuff like that. But like I said, it's tough when you're in foul trouble and stuff like that. And one more foul, like he's got 3 fouls, one more fouls, and he could be on the bench for the whole second half until like the last 4 or 5 minutes of the second half. So he just got to play smart. He just got to be play smarter in the second half. Yeah, that and in the first half, Carolina finished out that first half strong. Yeah, RJ Davis is hot towards the end of the first half, man. All right, so about to start the second half, man. Let's see how Duke comes out, man. Let's see how this first 6, 7 minutes of this first half is going to be. All right, so about to turn back, get back to live action. All right, so this is an important game. If Duke wins, I mean, if they lose this game, they could be the third seed in the ACC. All right, Duke with the ball. Sion James over to Cooper Flag, guarded by Withers. Flag with the ball over to Malawach. Malawach to Proctor. Almost loses to Proctor around a Malawach screen. Proctor in the lane. Shot is up and good. 45-42. Much needed. All right. Heels with the ball. Cadeau with the ball. Proctor, that was his 12th point. Cadeau around a Withers, Lubin screen. Cadeau looking, trying to find RJ Davis, guarded by Proctor. Davis with the ball at the top of the key. Davis, his step back jump shot is up and good, and we're tied at 45. So RJ Davis keeps the hot shooting going. Duke inbounds Flag to James, back to Flag. Flag at the top of the key, looking, finds Proctor. We're all tied at 45. Proctor with the ball, guarded by Withers, trying to find Cooper Flag. And the ball is stolen by the heels, and here comes North Carolina with the ball over to Drake Powell, back to RJ Davis. Davis with the ball over to Withers. Wide open three-point shot is up and good, and the Heels take their first lead, 48-45. And Duke inbounds the ball. Flag with the ball, takes it all the way down and lays it up and in, 48-47. Heels with the ball. Cadeau around a Withers screen. A Lubin screen out to Powell, guarded by Knipple. Powell, fall away jump shot is good, 50-47. Flag inbounds to Sion James, back to Flag. Flag looking, finds Proctor. Proctor with the ball, guarded by Cadeau. Over to Malawach, and the ball is tipped and stolen by North Carolina. Cadeau with the ball. So Duke again not playing smart with the ball. Hey, Davis with a step back jump shot, good, 52-47, and Davis is still hot. 5-point North Carolina lead. Timeout Duke. 5-point North Carolina lead. 52-47, 17:34 left to go, early second half. And RJ Davis, man. RJ Davis is cooking in this second half. He's still hot. RJ Davis with 20 points. Timeout on the floor. Like I said, Carolina still come back out with the momentum, still come back out hot. And like I said, Duke has got to get their defensive intensity back up, man. Guys got to move. Guys got to talk to each other and communicate on the floor. But Duke's with the turnovers, with all these deflection and these tip passes, got to make some better, precise passing, man, and stuff like that. Can be telegraphing your passes. Like I said, man, Heels right now got the momentum with the adrenaline, the home crowd, everything is going right now. Like I said, Duke just got to withstand it, like I said, and just get back to, like I said, making some shots and playing some good defense. But hey, RJ Davis right now, man, he got the Midas touch. So we'll see. Like I said, after the timeout, let's see how Duke comes back out, man. Like I said, guys got to be ready to shoot. Guys got to be ready to score. Be in attack mode, man. Be aggressive. Like I said, the first matchup was a blowout win by Duke that won by 17, but it was leading by more in that game. But this one, like I said, they started out the same way too in the first half, man. It was winning by 15, 16, 15 points, and just couldn't sustain it, man. Like I said, it's just got to keep your foot on the gas. Got to be aggressive. You got to stay aggressive, man. You got to be in attack mode. That's the whole thing. Once you come out of attack mode, that's when things start going stagnant. You know what I'm saying? Or you start turning the ball over and stuff like that. It's like, you just got to stay aggressive. The former players in the house, Larry Brown, the coaches, Larry Brown, Bill Belichick, Roy Williams, Drake May in the house, Tyler Hansbrough, Sean May, Justin Jackson, Lawrence Taylor, Julius Peppers in the house, man. The stars are in the house. Former Tar Heels. All right, looks like a Hall of Fame game, right? All right, Duke with inbounds to Sheon James. Carolina's on a 20-6 run since Cooper Flagg's third foul. So here comes Cooper Flag in the lane. Shot is up and good. 52-49. But Duke, like I said, got to play better defense on this end. Got to play better defense, man. Got to slow down the heels on this end. This is where they got to dig in on these guys. All right, Cadeau with the ball, guarded by Sheon James at the top of the three-point line, around a Wither screen. Down is rebounded by Malawach out to Con Knipple. Knipple with the ball, guarded by R.J. Davis. Throws out to Malawach, lays it up, no good. Get his own rebound. Out to Cooper Flag, and he is fouled by Withers. So Duke with inbound. Down 3. All right, so Duke with inbound. Down 3. All right, Sheon James looking for the inbounds. Over the Flag. Guarded by Withers. Flag in the lane. Spin move. His fall away jump shot is no good. Rebounded by Withers. And here comes the heels. Over to Cadeau. Cadeau with the ball. Guarded by James. Cadeau in the lane. Lays it up on and in. 54-49. All right, Flag inbounds to James. James over to Cooper Flag. Flag with the ball over to Con Knipple. Knipple back to Flag. Flag with the ball. Out to Tyrese Proctor. Proctor guarded by Drake Powell at the top of the key. Over to Con Knipple. And his three-point shot from the elbow is no good. Rebounded by Drake Powell. And here comes the heels. Powell with the ball. And he is fouled by James. And timeout on the floor. 5-point Carolina lead. 15:59 left to go in the second half. Heels still with the momentum going. So, like I said, Con Knipple came out hot in the first half, but then he has cooled down. They're going to need him to start shooting the ball better. Him, Proctor, James, hey, This what you come to do for, man. That rivalry, Duke versus North Carolina, man. You come to play these intense, high pressure games, and like I said, biggest rivalry in all of sports, man. Duke versus North Carolina don't get any bigger than this. Right now, the Heels, like I said, with the momentum, the home crowd, everything right now with a 5-point lead. And like I said earlier, if Duke loses, they'll be the third seed in the ACC tournament. Because they said Louisville and Clemson, I think is 18 and they'll all be 18-2. But if Duke wins, then they will have the top overall seed. So this important game for Duke is, like I said, it's also an important game for North Carolina for their tournament, NCAA tournament hopes. So a win tonight against Duke would be a strong win for UNC for their resume. So, like I said, hey, got to get back. Got to start making some 3-point shots, man. Duke got to start letting it fly from three. I know John Sharp really telling these guys, like, just settle down, calm down, man. Hey, they got this little run going. Let's say and dig in on the defensive end. He's going to start on the defensive end. Got to start making some defensive plays, making some stops. Yeah, so Carolina with a win would get a 64% chance for the NCAA tournament. Or a loss would be a 35% chance of being an NCAA tournament. So this is a really big game for them. All right, so the Heels will inbound. Trimble with the ball, looking, trying to find someone. Finds Jackson. Jackson over to Davis. Davis at the top of the key, guarded by Proctor. Proctor now Tyler Lubin screen over to Lubin. His shot is up and good. 7-point Carolina lead, 56-49. So Carolina is scoring on every possession, man. It's like they can't miss. Duke with the ball. James over the flag. Flag to Tyrese Proctor. His shot is up and good. 56-51. Lubin inbounds to Davis. 14 for Proctor in the game. Davis with the ball. Around the Lubin screen. Now has Malik Brown on him. Brown with the ball. Over to Ian Jackson. Jackson guarded by James. Jackson, his step back 3-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Flag. And here comes Duke. Flag over to Proctor. Proctor guarded by RJ Davis around the Brown screen. Proctor in the lane, and it is tipped. And it is Duke basketball. All right, so Duke will inbound over to Sheon James. Back to Flag. Guarded by Powell. Flag with the ball. over to Con Knipple. Knipple over to Sion James for the dunk. 56-53. 3-point game. Lubin inbounds to Davis. Davis with the ball around the Lubin screen. Now guarded by Malik Brown. Looking, finds Ian Jackson. Jackson down the lane. And he is fouled, so he'll be going to the free throw line. Oh, 3-point game. And Ian Jackson will be at the free throw line for the Tar Heels. So it looked like Duke is going to put Malik Brown on RJ Davis to add some more size. Jackson's first free throw is good, 57-53. Checking the game for the Heels would be Kadoa check back into the game. And Jackson's second free throw is no good, rebounded by Cooper Flag. So it's a 4-point game. Flag over to James. James guarded by Ian Jackson. Over to Tyrese Proctor. Proctor in the lane, and is stolen by Cadeau. Over to Trimble. Trimble with the ball. Guarded by Brown. Over to Cadeau. Back to Trimble. Trimble now guarded by Proctor at the top of the 3-point line. And it is blocked by Flag, and Sion James with the ball. Over to Tyrese Proctor. Proctor with the ball at the top of the key around the Brown screen. Proctor in the lane to Brown. Out to Con Knipple. Knipple. And it's an offensive foul, so it would be North Carolina basketball. So North Carolina with the basketball, up 4. Trimble with the ball around the Washington screen, and he loses the ball, but he gets it back. Trimble looking, finds Jackson, guarded by Proctor. Proctor and Jackson, step back 3-point shot, no good, rebounded by Knipple. And here comes Duke over to James. James ahead to Cooper Flag. Flag with the ball around the James screen, guarded by Cadeau. His 3-point shot is up, no good, rebounded by Washington. And here comes the Heels. Ian Jackson with the ball down the lane, lays it up and in, 59-53. Duke quickly inbound. Flag over to James. James with the ball at the top of the key. Over the Flag, guarded by Drake Powell. Around the Sion James screen. Down to Sion James. His shot is up and good. 59-55. All right, Washington inbounds to Cadeau. Cadeau with the ball. 4-point Carolina lead. 12-16 left to go in the second half. Cadeau at the top of the key. Now guarded by Knipple. Cadeau behind his back in the lane. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Cooper Flag. And here comes Duke. Flag to Sion James. Shot is up. No good. But dunked back in by Cooper Flag. 59-57. 2-point game. All right. Heels inbounds to Cadeau. Cadeau guarded by Proctor. Over to Ian Jackson. Back to Cadeau. Over to Drake Powell. Powell guarded by Proctor. Step back 3-point shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Cooper Flag. And here comes Duke try to tie the game. Behind the back by Flag. Shot is up, no good, but he is fouled. Good take by Cooper Flag. So under 12 timeout. 2-point Carolina lead after the break. It'll be Cooper Flag at the free throw line to try to tie the game up for Duke. Like I said, like Duke is trying to settle in, man. RJ Davis getting a little breather. He should be back. Like I said, man, this is where it's really going to get interesting, man. Like I said, this is go time now. This is go time. Love it, man. Love it. Like I said, always, like I said, Duke Carolina game always very competitive, man. Great game. Like I said, matter throw out the records, man. No matter if they're the top team or not ranked or unranked, it doesn't matter, man. These guys are going to come to play. So I want to thank everybody, man, for tapping in from YouTube, Twitter, man, and all social media platforms, man. 54 people in the on the stream, man. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, man. Hit that like button. Make sure it's just like I said, man. Let it reflect the amount of people watching. I don't care if you're on YouTube or you're on Twitter. You can always just click down on there and hit that like and subscribe button, man. Watching this live stream, Duke versus North Carolina on the Man-Cave podcast, courtesy of the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. The link is right there in the chat. Make sure you go and subscribe to the network, Aboriginal Sports Network, man. Bring you great content, man. And also make sure you go subscribe to all other great content creators. Big Pass Sports Talk, Unpopular Opinion Sports at NYG, Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports, Leaf Diggy, Mets 2128, TP Way, Delay of Game, and also R0B. Like I said, so far Cooper Flag hasn't got that four foul, man. So just keep playing smart, man. Hey, to 58. What's good, bro? Thanks for tapping in. Think they pull it out? Yeah, man. Duke gonna pull it out, man. Like I said, they just got to dig down on the defensive end, man, and because they really haven't been playing good on defense, man. Duke could play some defense, so they just got to do some communicating on there, man. Like I said, I know it's loud in there in Chapel Hill, but hey, Malik Brown is in there right now, man. That's one of the good substitutions they have for RJ Davis, man. Put somebody with longer length on them, man, on them shots. So that'll help a little bit. But Brown has 3 fouls, so hopefully, like I say, he plays smart and stuff like that, man. You keep him in the game and stuff like that, man. So that'll be like our defensive weapon right there. He is a great defensive player. Yeah, hater 58. This is your first time to my channel, man. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, man. Thank you for tapping in, man. I don't know if you're a Duke fan. You already know royal blue and white skies. All right, Cooper Flag at the free throw line. Try to tie this game up with 2 free throws. His first free throw is up, and it's good. 58-59, 1-point game. All right, the second free throw is up, and it's also good, and we are tied at 59. All right, Heels, inbounds, Withers, and that's a Lubin. Back to RJ Davis, who checked back in. Davis, guarded by James. And also Caleb Foster has checked in the game for Duke as well. Around the screen, Ian Jackson around the screen, guarded by James. Back to Davis, guarded by Foster. All right, RJ Davis with the ball. It looked like he walked. And it is turnover. It'll be Duke basketball. Okay, I'm a UNC hater, not a Duke fan. Okay, it's all good. Like I said, this is the rivalry, man. Duke and UNC. All right, Duke with the ball. Cooper Flag has it over to Malik Brown. Brown backdoor to Con Knipple, who lays it up and in, and Duke takes the lead back, 61-59. So good look by Brown. 8-0 Duke run. All right, Carolina with the ball. RJ Davis now guarded by Brown. Over to Ian Jackson. Back to RJ Davis. Davis at the top of the key. And he looked like he walked, and he turns the ball over. Sion James with the ball for Duke. Over to Caleb Foster. Foster down the lane, lays it up and in. 4-point Duke lead, 63-59. Carolina inbounds to RJ Davis. Davis now at the top of the key, guarded by Sheon James. All right. Davis with the ball over to Ian Jackson. Jackson looking. Finds Withers, guarded by Knipple. Withers down the lane. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded. And Duke has the ball to Cooper Flag. Flag with the ball. Over to Sheon James. James in the lane to Malik Brown. Run the lane for the dunk. 6-point Duke lead, 65-59. Timeout on the floor. 9:39 left to go in the second half. And Duke is now on a 12-0 run or 14-0 run. Yeah, so it seems like Duke been sleepwalking, Tom. Yeah. Duke came out hot in the first half, man, but by the end of the first half with Cooper Flag and foul trouble, and then it's like Duke just went on a lull or something like that. But they were even playing good with Cooper Flag on the bench. It's like, hey, North Carolina just got the crowd behind them. They got Uncle momentum on their side, and RJ Davis was hitting everything. And then he came out in the second half, was still hitting everything and stuff like that. But now Malik Brown in there, man, for the defensive purposes, man, a little more size and length out there on RJ Davis. So, all right, 6-point game by Duke. Let's see what North Carolina comes back. Let's see what they answer with. So, yeah, Duke is on a 12-0 run, up 6, 65-59. 9:39 left to go, like I said, in the second half. All right, back to action. Heels or inbound. RJ Davis with the ball across the timeline, guarded by Sheon James. Over to Lubin. Lubin with the ball. Over to Withers. Withers to Davis. Davis over to Jackson at the top of the key around with a screen. Over to Lubin. His shot is up and good. 65-61. Flag inbounds and it's stolen by RJ Davis. You got to pay attention when you're throwing the ball in, man. If you've seen it, you got the handler don't know who's behind him. So not a good play by Cooper Flag, man. Throwing the ball to a guy who was in Davis with a step back jump shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Lubin and it is blocked and is grabbed by Foster. And here comes Duke up by 4. It's good defense by Cooper Flag. All right, Flag with the ball over to Brown. Brown guarded by Lubin. Looking, finds Cooper Flag. Flag guarded by Withers. Over to Malik Brown. His 3-point shot is up and good. 7-point game, 68-61. Always a welcome sight when Malik Brown hits his 3-point shots, man. All right. RJ Davis with the ball, guarded by Brown at the top of the key. Over to Jackson. Jackson went for the steal. Davis' shot is up, no good. And it is out of bounds. It'll be Carolina ball. So, yeah. So Duke is up 7 now. So Carolina's the one that's in a funk right now. They in a slump right now. But like I said, everybody know basketball's a game of runs, man. Everybody going to make their runs. So hopefully Duke can keep this run going. All right. Cadeau inbounds to Lubin over to RJ Davis. Davis guarded by Caleb Foster. Lubin sets the screen over to Cadeau. Cadeau with the ball. Wide open Withers from the corner and it's blocked by Cooper Flag. And it'll be Carolina ball. Good defense by Flag. And Flag. And timeout on the floor. 7-point Duke lead. 8 minutes left to go in this game. 68-61. So the last 5 and 6 minutes of this game, man, Duke is going on the run. Like I said, their defense has really stepped up. And like I said, this is what they got to do, step up on that defense. And guys got to start making shots. And that's what they've been doing, making shots and playing some good defense, getting some steals and deflections. That's what they need to do. That's what they got to do. But like I said, man, this is a game of runs. Carolina's going to make their run again and stuff like that. So, hey, let's go, man. Like I said, this is the game right here. 8 minutes left to go. And this is where the game is right here. This is where all the action is going to be at. You say, who could make the run? Who could make the stops? And you're going to need some guys to make some big-time shots, man, because this is pressure time now. Now it's pressure time. So just like that, like I said, just like that, Duke is up 7, 68-61. But like I said, 8 minutes left to go. Hey, time for the money players to step up. Everybody got to step up. Proctor, Knipple, Flag, James. And Caleb Foster off the bench is giving Duke a nice boost, man, with defense and also some offense and stuff like that. And like I said, Malik Brown, great defense as always, man. That dude's a great defensive player, man. Great anticipation. Like I said, when he's on the floor, man, I just be like, yo, we cool, you know, when he's on the floor, because he's like a defensive whiz out there, man. So, man, I wanna thank everybody, man, for tapping in from YouTube, Twitter, man, and all social media platforms to the Man Cave podcast, man. Thank you guys for tapping in, man. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Also, go subscribe to the Aboriginal Sports Network. Scroll up, the link is right there in the chat, man. Also, we have a website, the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. Make sure you go check out our website and stuff like that, man, to give you some more inside stuff, man. Like I said, exclusive interviews and things like that. Make sure you go tap into the Aboriginal Sports Network website. All right, back to action. It's an effort on D, and boards needs to stay the same to get it done. Board. Yeah, that's what defense and get them boards. All right, let's see what they do. Carolina inbound, Cadeau with Malawatch out there making it tougher to inbound the ball over to Lubin, over to Davis. Davis guarded by James. His three-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Malawatch. Malawatch with the ball over to Caleb Foster. Foster guarded by Drake Powell. At the top of the key. Foster looking. Out the elbow now. Foster over to Knipple. Knipple around a Cooper Flag screen to Cooper Flag. Shot is up. No good. Flag put it back up. No good. Rebounded by Withers. Over to RJ Davis. Davis with the ball around a Lubin screen over to Withers, back to Davis. Davis guarded by Malawatch over to Cadeau. His three-point shot from the elbow was good, 68-64. So much needed shot for the Tar Heels. All right, Duke inbounds. James to Flag, back to Flag, over to James, over to Flag, over to Caleb Foster. Foster at the top of the key, top of the elbow. Over to Flag, over to Con Knipple. His three-point shot from the elbow, good, 71-64. That's what I said. These guys got to start making shots. All right, Carolina inbounds. Lubin inbounds to Cadeau. Cadeau at the top of the key, guarded by Foster. 7-point Duke lead over to Withers, guarded by Flag. Back to Cadeau. over to Withers. Fake the shot in the corner. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Malawatch over to Caleb Foster. And here comes Duke. 6:26 left to go in the game. 7-point Duke lead. Foster over to Flag to Con Knipple. His shot is up and good. 73-64. All right. Carolina inbounds. Lubin inbounds to Cadeau. Cadeau now at the top of the key. At the elbow. Over to Drake Powell. 9-point Duke lead. Around the Lubin screen to RJ Davis. Davis to Withers. Looking. Finds RJ Davis at the top of the key. Davis looking. Now guarded by Malawatch. Over to Cadeau. Cadeau down low to Lubin. Shot is blocked by Cooper Flag and stolen by Duke. And here comes Duke. Sheon James with the ball. 5:29 left to go in the game. Flag guarded by Withers at the top of the key. Over to Caleb Foster. Foster in the lane. Throws to Malawatch out and it's deflected. Flag with a 3-point shot up. No good. Rebounded by Cadeau. And here comes Carolina over to RJ Davis. Davis over to Cadeau. Cadeau in the lane. His shot is up. No good. And rebounded and Sion James. And here comes Sion James. James shot in the lane, up and in. 11-point Duke lead, 75-64. So good take by Sion James. And Carolina inbounds to Cadeau. Timeout on the floor. North Carolina, 75-64. 11-point Duke lead. So Duke showing some resiliency to take back the lead and try to take control of this game. So now Carolina had the 20-something to 6 Duke run. Now Duke has a 22-5 run. So Carolina has won a little bit, and they have went a little bit cold. So Duke wins. They clinches an outright ACC regular season title. If Carolina wins, they clinches a double bye in ACC tournament. All right. So like I said, 4:48 left to go in the game in the second half. Duke up 11, 75-64. All right. Carolina with the ball. Trimble inbounds to Cadeau. Cadeau around a Lubin screen. Cadeau down the lane. Shot is up and is blocked by Foster. And looked like it'll be Carolina ball. So good block by Caleb Foster. Good defense. All right. Carolina inbounds. Cadeau over to Lubin. So, like I said, Duke's defense is starting right. Over to Lubin. Over to Drake Powell, wide open. He didn't want the shot. Over to RJ Davis. And he is fouled by Proctor. And that's the 4th foul on Duke. So, not too much fouling in the second half by both teams. Duke with 4 fouls. Carolina with only 2 fouls. So, All right, Carolina inbounds to Cadeau. 11-point Duke lead. 4:21. Don't look like Carolina has any type of urgency in this game, man. Brother Davis back to Cadeau. Cadeau with the ball, guarded by Cooper Flag. Over to RJ Davis. Davis on the switch. Davis down the lane. In Trimble from the corner. 3-point shot. Good. 75-67. Duke inbounds. Flag inbounds to James. Over to Foster. Foster with the ball. Over to Brown. Brown with the ball. Looking. Finds Cooper Flag. And he's almost loses the ball. Out to Caleb Foster. Foster with the ball now. 3:38 left to go. Foster out to Malik Brown. His 3-point shot from the top is good. 78-67. So Malik Brown with some 3-point shooting. All right. Carolina with the ball. Cadeau over to Trimble. Wide open 3-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Lubin. And it is out of bounds. It'll be Carolina ball after the under 3-minute timeout. So 78-67, Duke with 11-point lead, 3:15 left to go in the game. But some 2 big 3-pointers in the second half from Malik Brown. Wow. Much needed. Like I said, much needed from Malik Brown. Mm-mm-mm. So 3:15 left to go in this game, man. So Duke in great position of this game. So just waiting for the timeout. Like I said, man. Let's see. Duke with 11-point lead, man. Hey, just got to play some good, strong defense, man, and close this thing out, man. Close this thing out. $3.15. Let's see. Like I said, Duke can put the clamps on these guys, man. They can put the clamps on these guys. All right. Let's see. Like I said, this game been a game of runs. So it's Duke. Then it went to North Carolina. Had they run. Now it's back to Duke runs to try to close this thing out. Carolina inbounds to Drake Powell. Powell with the ball. 11-point Duke lead over to R.J. Davis, guarded by Shion James. RJ over to Cadeau. His 3-point shot from the elbow, no good. Rebounded by Trimble. And it's stolen by Cooper Flag. And here comes Duke Flag. Over to Proctor for the layup and the foul. Good play. Great play, man. So Duke goes up 80-67, and Proctor will be at the free throw line to complete the 3-point play. And Proctor at the free throw line to complete the 3-point play. His free throw is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Trimble, and here comes the heels. Trimble over to R.J. Davis around a Lubin screen, now guarded by Brown. Davis, and he looked like he almost fell. Almost lose the ball. Still has it over to Lubin, guarded by Shion James. And foul on the floor. All right. Carolina inbounds to R.J. Davis. Davis with the ball, guarded by Cooper Flag. Davis out to Drake Powell. Wide open 3-point shot from the corner is up. No good. Rebounded by Brown. Brown with the ball over to Cooper Flag. Flag bringing the ball up against Drake Powell. Flag back to Brown. Duke in no hurry, up 13. Brown with the ball over to Proctor. Guarded by Trimble at the top of the key. Over to Cooper Flag. Flag in the lane. His shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Lubin. Over to R.J. Davis. And here comes the heels. Davis out to Drake Powell. Wide of a shot and fakes it. Throws it back out to R.J. Davis. His 3-point shot is up. No good. Puts it back up. No good. Rebounded by Shion James. And here comes Duke. 1:43 left to go. Shion James with the ball. So first half, R.J. Davis with 15 points. He only has 5 points in his second half. And they have went cold. Flag with the ball and the dunk. Cooper Flag with the exclamation point, 82-67. And that'll just about do it. Trimble with the shot. No good. Rebounded by Shion James. And here comes Duke. 1:15 left to go in the game. Crosses the timeline. Over to Malik Brown. Back to Shion James. Guarded by Trimble. Looking. Finds Cooper Flag. Guarded by Powell. Flag with the ball. Over to Shion James. James out to Malik Brown. Another 3-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by R.J. Davis. And here comes Carolina. 49 seconds left to go in the game. Davis, guarded by Knipple, around the Lubin screen. Over to Trimble, to Lubin for the dunk. Timeout on the floor. 82-69. 40 seconds left to go in the game. 13-point Duke lead. Yep, so it looked like Duke will get that number 1 overall seed in the ACC tournament. And for Carolina, like I said, this was an important game for them. A win would have really helped their chances of the NCAA tournament. They still going to get in the tournament, but like I said, it will help them get a higher seeding. But just couldn't do it. But hey, they still got the ACC tournament, and if they can win the tournament, like I said, that'll help them tremendously. So it's still not over for these guys yet, man. That ACC tournament is big, man. First, I want to thank everybody for tapping in from YouTube, Twitter, man, all social media platforms to the Man-Cave podcast, man. If this is your first time to my podcast, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, man. Also share it on all social media platforms, man, as well as go subscribe to the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. And ball is inbounds to Tyrese Proctor, and he is fouled. So a 13-point lead, 38.7 seconds left to go. Proctor will be at the free throw line. And the Heels are taking out R.J. Davis, Withers, and like I said, get a standing ovation. R.J. Davis playing his final game in the Dean Dome, senior night. And Duke inbounds Proctor over to Foster. Foster with the ball. Guarded by Withers. And Foster just going to run it out. Down to 8 seconds left to go. Foster in the lane. Lays it up. No good. Rebounded by Seth Trimble. And here comes the Heels. Trimble with the ball. And it is deflected. And it'll be Duke basketball. And Duke will just run out the clock. And that will be your final score. So Duke, with a great win at North Carolina at the Dean Dome, Duke sweeps the season series with the Tar Heels. Duke wins 82-69, and with the win has an outright ACC regular season champions, and Duke will be the first overall seed in the ACC tournament. Great game by Duke, man. Like I said, this was a game of runs. Duke came out strong. Then Carolina got the momentum, took the lead back, and had the lead for most of the second half. And then Duke, like I said, turned on, and like I said, the Jets came back on, made a big run, put some defensive clamps on North Carolina, and that's what sealed it, man. So I'm going to give the final stats in this game. Final stats: Duke 82, Carolina 69. For the Blue Devils, Cooper Flagg finishes with 15 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 blocks. Kaman Malawach, 2 points, 9 rebounds. Con Knipple with 17 points. Tyrese Proctor with 16. Sion James with 16. Off the bench, Malik Brown with 8 points. Mason Gillis with 3. Isaiah Evans with 3. Caleb Foster with 2 points. Overall shooting for Duke, 31 of 55 for 56%. 3-point shooting, 9 of 19 for 47%. Free throw shooting, 11 of 13 for 85%. Duke finishes with 32 rebounds, 14 assists, 5 steals, and 14 turnovers in the game. For the North Carolina Tar Heels, Ty Claude did not score. Jalen Withers finishes with 7. Drake Powell finishes with 7. Elliot Cadeau with 7. R.J. Davis, the high man for the Tar Heels, with 20 points in his final home game in the Dean Dome. Off the bench, Lubin with 11 points. Jaden Washington with 3. Ian Jackson with 8. And Seth Trimble with 7 points off the bench. Overall shooting for North Carolina, 25 of 64 for 39%. 3-point shooting, 9 of 27 for 33%. Free throw shooting, 10 of 11 for 91%. From rebounds, 26 total rebounds, 8 assists, 9 steals, and 6 turnovers in the game. Once again, Duke wins 82-69 and wins the ACC title, regular season ACC title outright. And like I said, the ACC tournament will start, I believe, on Monday or Tuesday will start the tournament. But like I said, I'll be back on here, man, Monday doing a Knicks live streaming, talking Knicks, man, New York Knicks basketball. So, hey, make sure you check back, man, with me on the Man Cave podcast as well as the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. Don't miss it. Monday night, I'll be back Monday at 7 o'clock talking Knicks basketball, man. So until next time, man, we'll see you guys, man. Thanks for tapping in, everybody from YouTube, Twitter, man, and all social media platforms. Please hit that like and subscribe button on your way out to the Man Cave podcast as well as the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. The link is right there in the chat. Our one centralized location for all of our content. Make sure you go subscribe to all the great content creators, myself, Big Pat Sports Talk, Unpopular Opinion Sports at NYG, Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports, Leaf Diggy, Mets 21-28, TP Way, the Giants, Delay of Game, R08, and many, many more, man. Make sure you go subscribe, man. Like I said, until Monday night, man, I'll see you guys back, man. Thank you guys for tapping in. And make sure you hit that like and subscribe button on your way out.
Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
It's for the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. with my man S. God.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That MetLife, Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That Turnpike, you can see that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, North don't get broken. Legalize, mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in the show called TheMan-Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85-inch screen. The game's on, you rush and bleed, made calm. You on the road and chill, do the watch along. The show's on, the host, you know it's S-God. It's no telling the panel filled with guest stars. You now rocking with the voice, you know who it is. It's your boy J Boogie. You now rocking with my man S-God. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is awesome production. What that mean? We about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in. My man S.God. Support the show. Subscribe, share it. Most importantly, hit that like.